James live. Well, I think we're good. And okay, looks like we're online, so we're good. I'm going to start then. Thank you so much for joining me, whether you're joining me live or watching it later. I haven't done one of these updates for The Invisible Man for a couple of weeks now. I think it's about time. I want to try and do these every week if I can, and hopefully with the changes that we've made on my end, that's going to be likely now. As you can see, no green screen, no, it's all in the mind vortex. I'll probably use a green screen from time to time, but I've tidied everything up down here. We've sorted everything out, so all I have to do is turn the camera on, turn some lights on, and we're good to go. It's super simple to set up now. So you'll notice in the background some old, where are we inside? So we know some old banners that Ryan and I used to use when we were performing live 5 or 6 years ago. Came across these and figured I'm going to frame those and stick those on the wall. And that was what prompted us to figure out the studio. So here we are. Deciding then to sort everything out, move the furniture around. I've now got a decent practice space. I've also got room now to do some live music once my audio issues are resolved, which should be done, but I need to double and triple test anyhow. So new studio, gotta love it. So once I've tested my audio, we're going to be doing lots of live music. I think I'll be performing during the week, doing maybe half-hour shows or something along those lines. We're also going to be going into Ryan's basement at his new place as well, and maybe we'll even be doing some Invisible Man shows from his place as well. So some things are changing. It's getting a little bit easier for us now. We've got the technology and the spaces are now working. So the big news for The Invisible Man, which I have not been telling you about too much, just because I haven't been doing these, is we're actually fully booked now. You already knew. I've already told everyone that we're fully booked until Christmas. We're going to take the 26th of December and January 2nd off for Christmas break. And then starting on January 9th, we've got Glass Alice from Ohio are going to open season 3. Yeah, it's been 3 seasons already. Or we're starting the 3rd season. Brandy Vizina is going to be joining us on January 16th, so that would be great. We'll try and get the audio right this time, so we're not just miming to you. So that was a little bit of a rather awful blip that we had in our in our broadcast. Anyway, the Keen and the Kind from Winnipeg are going to join us. I bumped into them at Assiniboia Park. There was I think it was the Night Festival, I forget what they called it, but a whole lot of musicians were there. And I heard them play. I loved what I heard, and invited them on the show. So they're going to be on the 23rd of January. And then a couple of acts here. We got the Normandales from BC. We're going to be on January 30th, and on February 6th, Vardy and the Wilhelm Screamers from the UK. So they actually approached us and asked to be on the show, which is always good for the ego when people want to come on. Now, last week we had It's All in the Mind on. That's me and Ryan. I played a couple of live tunes. We released The Invisible Man music video, and then we released a new song as a lyric video. Now, what was supposed to happen, we had Bandwagon from the UK books. Now, Bandwagon opened for me when I played in Yorkshire in England last year. I was hoping to have them on. I've been trying to get them on pretty much all of last year. Finally, we settled on a date, and then COVID restrictions shut down, and now they are in different areas and they can't even mingle. So they wanted to be in the same room to do the show, so fair enough, and we've rebooked them for March the 6th. But we do have dates in February, of course. If anyone is wanting to come on, we're not actively looking for guests. Obviously, we're at 4 or 5 months booked solid. But if you anyone that wants to come on, by all means, get them to approach us. We'll definitely find a slot for them. Anyhow, so there's that. So it's exciting stuff. The schedule for 2020 is already out, so you can check that out on Facebook, on Instagram as well. I think and Pinterest. If you go there, we've got like one follower, I think. I have no idea what Pinstagram, how it's supposed to work at all. Anyhow, but we're on there. It's easy to post. Now, for the future, we've been talking about this, and we're still planning on doing this. Actually, is we're going to have we want to do the Invisible Man show live. So me, Phil, and Ryan at a venue, introducing guests, maybe a little bit of interviewing. It's all in the mind. I'll obviously play the Invisible Man theme at the beginning to open it all up, and we'll probably play a few other songs. I did go out looking for venues. The first one I found said they don't do live music anymore, which was kind of a pain. But and then within an hour of that, I got news that we're locking down into COVID orange, which I don't really know what that means, but it means we're wearing masks everywhere now. And people are staying away from anywhere where there's live venues. It's just really almost impossible to get anybody to a regular venue. And I want to keep the music in the city, not, we could go outside, find a field somewhere. But that's kind of what we want to do. And also what we would like to do as well, once COVID is all lifted as well. And maybe we'll even going to go as far as doing a really, really big show, almost a mini festival maybe, or even a full festival, who knows, if we have enough people. If we can find the right venue, right price, we've certainly got enough people that we can come with that. We'll be willing to come and play at a music festival. And of course, very finally, we are still talking and very serious about a UK tour. We've got a couple of our guests that have been on there on the show that are willing to do some, or actually quite keen actually to do some shows with us when we get there. So I think we're going to actually figure out a short tour, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks. It all depends on money and financing. And then we'll do that around Southern England. So maybe that'll be this week. So maybe that'll be next year. It's kind of hard to say with COVID, but we're probably looking at 2022 for the England thing at the very least, I think. Anyway, but news on that. Those are all just ideas we're working on. No real solid plans for any of that stuff. Anyway, so really, I think it's really going well here. We're confident with the direction that we're taking the show. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave comments to the video, whichever platform you're watching on. And if there's anything that you think we could improve, or any guests that you think we should have on, particularly if you know the guests, let us know. Anything you want us to try out, we're willing to give it a go. Obviously, we don't have a show, we don't have an audience, so we definitely like to call you out when you're watching the show, just as a thank you. Your questions for our guests, we actually love those. We love to read them out, and the guests, I think, really enjoy getting those as well. But so I think I've been going for I'm not sure how long I've been going for. Longer than usually I do for these updates, I think. Anyhow, any thoughts, comments, questions? Just leave them in the description or in the comments. I mean, you can always message us directly via Facebook as well. All right, thank you very much, and thanks for watching. And we'll catch you on Saturday with a great band called Ambulance Head, who are from, double check that, Ambulance Head, which is what I've been promoting, so it should be, from the UK. So that's going to be a super exciting, very energetic band. So we'll catch you on Saturday at 2 p.m. Central.